very good day to you. I want to ask you a question right at the outset. Why were the 10 Commandments written on 2 tablets of stone, divinely by God, given to Moses up on the top of Mount Sinai, and Moses had to walk down and give them to God's people, the Jews that were in the wilderness? Why? Was it for God's purpose? No, God doesn't have to obey the 10 Commandments because He doesn't break any of them. He made them. And He's God, and there's no sin in His life. He is a holy God. He made those 10 Commandments and put them in place for your good and for my good. That's why the 10 Commandments are there. I want to say to you that the Lord did that because He saw the distress and the failure and the disaster and the lack of discipline and leadership when 2.5 million people who had been released from slavery, they'd been in slavery for over 400 years, doing exactly what Pharaoh told them, doing exactly what the slave drivers told them to do. Now all of a sudden they were free. There was no order, there was no discipline in the camp, and it was absolute chaos. There was rebellion, there was all kinds of things, chasing after foreign gods. And that's when the Lord said to Moses, these are the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt have no other God but me. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Okay? Thou shalt not covet. And all the rest that go with it. 10. I want to say to you folks, we need to obey the 10 Commandments. It's not old-fashioned. It's not history. The 10 Commandments fulfills the New Testament. That's right. Jesus said He didn't come to take anything away from the Word of God. He came to fulfill the Word of God. And I want to encourage you to do the same. We need to live according to the 10 Commandments. It is not old-fashioned. You see, folks, if we don't do that, we are the ones that are going to suffer. It's like a little baby. You tell that little child, don't put your hands in the fire, you're going to get burnt. What does he do? He puts his hand in the fire, he gets burnt, he is very, very sore, he cries, it might even leave a scar on his hand. But he will never put his hand in the fire again. Now that's what sin does. Okay? God forgives us when we sin. But unfortunately, the scar remains on our hearts. I want to say to young people watching this program, don't say, well, I'm going to go out and sow my wild oats. I'm going to go and have a ball. I'm going to go and sleep around a bit. I'm going to go and do some outrageous things. I'm going to break the law a bit. And then I'll come back to the Lord. Don't do that because it's too painful. And you might even lose your life in the process. Rather, obey the commandments and have life and have it completely. The Lord gave us the 10 Commandments that we might have complete life, fulfilled life, that we might be free. You see, if you love God, you don't have to worry about fulfilling the 10 Commandments. What do you mean, Angus? St. Augustine said, love the Lord your God and live as you please. Now, sir, I'm talking to you. You're madly in love with that beautiful wife sitting next to you, right? Okay. So you are not going to go and have an affair with another woman. Why? Because you know it will hurt your wife. And you know also it's against the word of God. Thou shalt not commit adultery. It's the love that you have for your wife that prevents you from breaking that commandment. Exactly. So when you love somebody, you obey them. So I love God with a passion. I don't want to hurt the Lord. So to prove that is to obey the 10 Commandments. You cannot sit there, madam, and tell me that you love God and you are determined to get divorced. I'm sorry, I can't buy that. You cannot commit a blatant sin and then pray to God and expect Him to hear your prayers. He will not. He's a holy God. So let's start to live a godly life, and then the 10 Commandments are automatic. Until next time, goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.